Sunday morning. Frida's still asleep. I woke up at about 5:30 and couldn't go back to sleep, so I got up, decided to make a video that I've been thinking about for some time. It's Breakfast in a Wok. This is going to give me time to make it. I'll make mine, and if she's not up, I'll have my breakfast and then fix hers after she gets up. So come along with me now on making breakfast in a wok. You know, there's an old Chinese saying, hot wok, cold oil, no stick. So this wok is hot. I'm going to pour in some cold oil. Incidentally, this is just vegetable oil. It's not my expensive olive oil that I normally use for frying, but it's soybean oil, cheapest you can get, but it does have a high smoke point on it, which is important in wok cooking. And here's some small red potatoes that I have quartered and got them ready for here. I like to use these small red potatoes because they just taste better. Well, the clock is telling me it's 6 o'clock. And that's a good time to start breakfast, especially if I'm going to cook something that's going to take some time like this. But as I was saying, these are small red potatoes. You can use white ones and peel them, but I like the peels on them. That's where all the, or most of the vitamins are located. So put those in there and let them start cooking, and in the meantime, I'm going to cut up the other vegetables over here that go in this. Okay, the potatoes were getting to be done or softer, and so it was time to add some diced onion to that. And these would be known as cottage fries or country fries with potatoes and onions. And it's time for a little seasoning, so I have some Mrs. Dash salt here, which is salt with seasonings in it. If I was going to make my own, it'd be basically that, but season that to let them start cooking on it now. The onions are beginning to cook, so it's time to add the next layer, which is diced red and green peppers. You remember the stir fry I made the other day, and it had peppers and red and green peppers and zucchini and all that in it? Well, this is the leftover of what I had then, those peppers I used then. Now the addition of this has changed the name of it to potatoes O'Brien, or hash browns O'Brien. So we're going to let that cook for a bit. Well, I've tasted the potatoes and the peppers, and they're getting about done. So the next layer is mushrooms. It said on the package to wash before using, so I did. And I chopped them a little. And so what I'll do is just turn these under here, mix them in, so they'll cook in there with it. That's a big bite there, but so what? Whoever gets that gets a prize. Okay, it's going to cook a while longer now. Thing is, you can't rush this. Well, this looks like it's doing very well. Still got plenty of oil in the bottom. And the final thing to go in here is the meat. and it should be cooked beforehand, which this is. This is a hamburger steak that we got 2 or 3 days ago here on the lunches that we buy, and I just diced it up and in it goes. And that also changes the name of it. It's no longer potatoes O'Brien, it is now hash. Or in Mexico it'd be picadilla. Now that's just going to hang out there and get hot all the way through, and it looks good enough to eat and smells good enough to eat, and it can be served as a dish all of its own, or I'm going to put it on the plate and put eggs on top of it for breakfast, and it'll become hash and eggs then. So now we'll let it do its thing for a while longer. We've been a half hour in this process now. The final seasoning to go in this will be some garlic. I'm going to use this pre-minced here from the store. And about that much. It takes about twice as much of this canned as it does fresh, but garlic's garlic. And I'll just turn this under here so the flavor goes through everything. And you see it's just about to run out of oil there. So everything's working out pretty well where it should. Okay, this is done, and I'm going to transfer it into a bowl at this point. I'll need to scrape out the bottom of the wok. The old proverb about hot wok, cold oil, no stick, didn't seem to work too well this time, but it's got a lot of stuff in it that causes it to stick, so I can't fault it. But now I'm going to fix my breakfast. Frida is still in bed, and when she gets up I'll fix hers. Sticky now. I'm not going to try to cook eggs in here. I'm just going to cook them my old-fashioned way here in this pan, and it'll make me 2 eggs over easy to go on top of it. Now all I have to do is wait for the eggs to cook. Check my eggs. Oh yeah. I'm going to have to do it on this side away from the camera and just slide them out on top of my hash. Put the plate over here, turn the burner out, and this is ready to go to the table as soon as I get my toast out of the toaster. Okay, a little salt, a little pepper, and my 2 slices of toast. Pour me a cup of coffee, and I'm off to the table to have breakfast. Okay, here it is on the table, and it looks and smells great. I also got my big coffee cup that a friend down near Jasper, Texas sent to me. I only drink out of that on special occasions like this. Well, let's see how this tastes. Go in here, get into this egg. And a bite of this hash along with it. See how it's going to taste now. That is good stuff. Well, it took me exactly an hour to prepare and cook this breakfast, and now I'm eating on it. That's good coffee. So, God bless America, God bless Texas, and where else would you find a picture like this?